It wasn't even actually planned for me to go to Turkey, but so I wasn't even gonna go to Turkey. But I mean, it wasn't planned to come here, but at the same time, like I always wanted to go to Istanbul to experience like the food, the culture, history, and the flights were like super cheap. So I ended up just booking the flight, and I was like, all right, I know this is gonna be a really cool experience. So I'm usually like the type of person that likes everything planned out, but I knew the risk that I was taking when I came on this trip, and I knew everything would not be planned out. So it was just basically like just going with the flow of things, not overthinking anything. And it was like a week left before I had to leave Romania, and I was like getting a little overwhelmed myself. I was like, where am I going? Like what am I gonna book? So I ended up looking back into Turkey, Istanbul, because it's actually somewhere I always wanted to go, and I said, let me just go back there. So just randomly booked a trip there for about a week, and like I didn't really even have any expectations. And I have to say, like when I got there, I was just like, oh my gosh. Initially, upon arrival at the airport and on my way to my Airbnb, I was a little bit overwhelmed because the amount of people that were there, it was a lot. It was the most amount of people that I've been around since the beginning of last year, and it was just all like new. So, but I got over that very quickly. Going on to like Istiklal Street was like very, very busy as well, and it felt good. It actually started to feel really good being around people like this because you get to interact with everybody, and it's just so different. It's a big change from being like cramped up inside of the house or like working all the time and stuff. So I just pretty much took in the experience, and it was like so beautiful. Let's talk about the food. The food was probably like the best part because it was so delicious. The first night we ended up having like this liver over rice. Initially I thought it was beef, but I didn't realize it was liver because I do not eat liver. And but when I walked into the store, the guy was just like, "Yeah, this is liver. It tastes really good. Try it." So I was like, "Okay." I ended up trying it, and I really loved it. So I ended up getting a plate. It comes over rice. It's also served with like chilies on top and onions and everything. So after that, like after going back to the Airbnb, we ended up going back out later on at night and going to this place called Balais Kebab. And I had this like lamb kebab with different sides, which was so good. Like it just something about like the meat there that just tastes so different, but like in a really good way compared to back in the States. And the quality was so good. I checked out this place called Alibaba Buffet, and this was actually like I think it was like a Pakistani restaurant, I want to say. So I ordered like some biryani, some chicken biryani, some butter chicken, some naan. I ordered something else, but I don't. Oh, chapati. I ordered chapati as well, and yeah, that place was really good the first time I went there. It was so good. I ended up going back the second time. Second time wasn't as good as the first, but you know, it was still pretty good. So I also went to this other place. I think you say it like it's like a Durham wrap. It's like a wrap. It's meat. I think it has like tomatoes, onions, different spices and stuff. It's actually like a really popular restaurant, and they probably have like one of the best sandwiches there that I've ever had. And it's a place that Anthony Bourdain went to, so that's actually how I found out about the place. And I also had like this lamb soup, which is the Beiran soup, which is pretty good. I kept dipping my bread in it, of course, eating it. And I think I just had like some kebab as well, which is pretty good. So for dessert, we ended up ordering some kanafa again, and I actually had the Turkish tea along with the kanafa. And I had the the fish wrap, which is pretty good. If you go to Istanbul, you have to get the fish wrap because that was really delicious as well. And I actually went to this other restaurant which had like this dish that had like liver, which again, I don't like liver, but it had liver and like rice with chickpeas in it. So it was like some sort of flaky dough on the outside. It was really, really good though. From all the food, like it was just so much food, different types of food, like meat and meat and meat. And like, it's so funny because previously, before coming to Istanbul, I actually tried to become like a vegetarian, but I knew once I went to Istanbul, like that would be right out the window. Like I would not follow that at all. So like every day, of course, multiple times throughout the day, we were eating like different meat dishes and stuff. And like, it was just so hard to resist it. I live for this stuff. Like, that's the real deal right there. I hope it tastes like the real deal. And some other sweets. I can't really tell you the name of them because I was just randomly taking stuff. But this is all of my sweets. So can't go without the coffee. I actually got the latte macchiato. How much is it for 25? I do need some soap.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
If you speak English, you are going the wrong way. This is the right way.
I left this some more over here. It's a 15.
I'm just here sitting, came through the Hagia Sophia Mosque. It's very beautiful though. Like if you come here, you have to come inside.
One of the best experiences was taking the ferry over the Bosphorus Strait. There's actually two parts. You have the European side and you have the Asian side. And like that was probably like the best experience, being on the ferry going to the Asian side.